Hey lovelies, it's Natasha and welcome back to the 7 Guru Girls collab. And oh my gosh, I am literally so sorry I could not post a video last Friday. I think Friday was just like a bad week for pretty much everyone in the collab, or everyone in general actually, and I was so busy. Like last week I had so much schoolwork that I had to do because it's almost the end of the year and I was like so swamped, and then I had to babysit after school, and then I had plans and stuff, and it's just like it just collided all into one. And if I would have known that this would happen, like everything was last minute. Like I had to babysit last minute and I didn't know because that's the time I was going to film my video. So yeah, basically everything just got out of hand with everything, and I really didn't have time to make a video, and I felt so bad. So yeah, I definitely had to make a video this week, like obviously. But yeah, I'm just so sorry about that, guys. So this week's theme and challenge is to do the 10 random questions tag, or just 10 random questions, and to put a clip of one of your hobbies, and that will be at the end. So yeah, let's just get started. I have my 10 questions on my phone, so I'm just gonna get started with that. My first random fact is that I've been doing horseback riding for 8 years. In the past year I've been taking a break, but I still go periodically because I still love it and I miss it. So yeah, I used to do shows like at least once a month. It was a great passion of mine, but as I got older I had more responsibilities and things to do. I just couldn't keep up with that as much. So yeah, it's pretty sad, but I mean that's just how things are sometimes. So yeah. Number 2, I'm terrified of stink bugs. Yeah, I'm terrified of them. Like if I see one, I'm absolutely disgusted. It's not even that I'm terrified, I'm just disgusted because they're just nasty looking and they look disgusting and it makes me want to throw up. So yeah, like every time I see one I'm like, oh my gosh, get away from me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially since they're called stink bugs, so they're kind of supposed to be gross. So yeah. Okay, number 3. I have a brother and sister, and they're twins, and they are both 6 years old. So yeah, like they're twins, and yeah, they're really annoying sometimes, and yeah, but I love them and I babysit them like a lot. Okay, number 4, I am French. My mom is French and she grew up in France, but I was born here, but I go to France like all the time. And yeah, I've been there like over 20 times in my entire life. So yeah, I used to go twice a year, but now like money is more tight and stuff, so it's kind of harder to go, but I really love it and I think I'm going this summer. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do like a Paris haul if I go there on my main channel. Okay, number 5, I've been to many different countries. Okay, I've been to a lot of countries. Like my family is like, we're big traveler people. Like I can't just stay here. I mean lately I haven't been outside the country in a year, but yeah, as I said, I'm going this summer. But let me think. I've been to France. Well, many times I've been to France. I've been to England, Ireland, Iceland, Germany, Bermuda, the Bahamas. I know I've been to more places I'm like blanking. But yeah, that's actually a lot in itself. So yeah. Number 6. I am literally obsessed with New York City. I freaking love New York City. Like I want to live there when I'm older. Like I don't think you realize how much I am in love with it. So yeah. Okay, number 7. I want to be in the fashion industry when I grow up. I want to go to the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York City for college, and I want to live there, and I'm just like obsessed with New York City, as I already said. And honestly, like school bores me. The only thing that I think I'd ever be able to have a career in, like I don't want a career that has anything to do with math. Like no. I mean, I'm good at it, but I honestly hate it. No English for me. I mean, I love history, but like you can't really make a good living off of history. And science, I mean, it's not that bad, but I mean, it's just not my thing. And honestly, my thing is like beauty and fashion and stuff, and I would either like to be like a makeup artist or a fashion designer or something along those lines. Like yeah, basically that is like my dream type of job / industry sort of thing there. So yeah. Okay, number 8. I sing and I take singing lessons, and actually the clip I have at the end is of me singing Dear John by Taylor Swift. Well, I'm singing like the chorus and the bridge, and yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long, and the song is like 6 or 7 minutes, like 6.5 minutes, so yeah, so I'm just singing like the chorus and the bridge, and that'll give you a little taste of my hobby. And actually I'm going to be starting a singing channel soon, so yeah. Number 9, my favorite book ever. Like, I like to read, but only certain genres. My favorite book ever, I'm filling on my bookshelf right now. It is called Go Ask Alice, and it is a real diary of a girl. I'm growing up in like the 1960s, like late 1960s. This is a diary from 1960 to 1970, and it's like rewritten and edited and stuff, but it's like a real story. And honestly, this book made me never ever want to do drugs, and I literally could not put this book down. Like, I read this probably in like 3 days. Like, I'm so obsessed with this book. It's literally like the best book ever, and it teaches you so much about life, and it teaches you how drugs, they're not like, I feel weird talking about drugs on like a beauty channel, but it's not something you choose. Like, it's something, it's a disease. Like, drug, like, it's honestly, it teaches you so much, and once you're in the loop of like the drugs and everything, it's so hard to get out, and it makes you feel like you're like, it makes you feel like you're her. Like, it makes you like experience, like, I felt like I experienced more in this book than I've ever experienced in my whole life. This book like literally changed my life, and I honestly recommend reading it. And even though it's from like it was published in 1970, like the original copy, it literally, I'm not sure, like early 1970s, but it's literally the best book ever, and I have no words to explain how good this book is. So like, you really need to read it. Like, okay, the back says it started when she was served a soft drink laced with LSD and a dangerous party game. Within months, she was hooked, trapped in a downward spiral that took her from her comfortable home and loving family to the mean streets of an unforgiving city. It was a journey that would rob her of her innocence, her youth, and ultimately her life. Read her diary, enter her world. You'll never forget her. Oh my gosh. This is a life-changing book. Must read. Like, I really thought I should include this in here because I really think it's really life-changing, especially if you're a teenager and stuff. Like, this book is just like amazing. And it's just an average girl. She's like a good girl. She gets good grades. Like, she has a nice family. She lives in a nice neighborhood, in a nice town, and yeah. It can happen to anyone. Like, she's basically the equivalent of me, maybe even better than me, but yeah. And then she turns, it's really sad. I cried at the end. So yeah, like, I literally like bawled. I was so upset. Like, I wasn't upset, but it was so meaningful to me. Yeah, especially since it was a real person. Okay. And number 10, I have a kitty named Buttercup, and I love her so much. I think if you watched my main channel, you probably saw her, and she's in my drugstore haul. But if you haven't seen her, I'm going to show you guys her. Excuse my messy room. But this is her. She's sleeping right now. She always sleeps on my bed. She's so adorable. Like, I'm obsessed with her. I am obsessed with her. I don't know what I would do without her. I love her so much. She is my baby forever and always. And yeah, she's about like 7 years old, and once she dies in a few years, I'm like gonna have a freaking breakdown because I just love her so much. Like, I'm so attached to her, and she's like the coolest cat. So yeah, I thought I'd include that in there because I just love her like literally so much, and that's an important part of my life is my cat. I know I'm not like a crazy cat lady, but I love her, so yeah. And yeah, that is it for all the questions. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, they're not questions, they're just facts. I mean, retarded. But yeah, so I will just insert my clip now. Dear John, I said I'm now that you're gone. Don't you think I was too young to be messed with. The girl in the dress cried the whole way home. I should have known. And you are an expert at sorry and keeping lines blurry. Never impressed by me, acing your test. All the girls that you run dry and dark twist lies, 'cause you burn them out. But I took your matches before could catch me, so don't look now.